Nigeria versus Hong Kong as the Flygerians take on chubby dumplings in a battle to put their spin on the chicken pie.
We are Kola and Yinka Bokinni, and this is Spin the Dish.
Tell us your names.
I'm Jess.
I'm Joe.
And together, as you know, we are the Flygerians.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Yeah.
With the fly and the Nigerian, and then you put it together.
Correct.
Great.
Tell us about your recipe for chicken pie.
So we're going to make a chicken pie inspired by Nigerian flavours and cultures. It's going to be a short crust pastry with a chicken stew in it with a layer of plantain puree. We've got a bit of Scotch bonnet. We're going to keep the seeds in as well. Yes, we are.
This recipe is inspired by our grandma, who taught us how to cook from the age of 9 and 10. She taught us that no matter your race, gender, sexual creed, everyone deserves to eat at your table, and we're going to put that love in this pie. It's going to be taste tantalising, energetic, beautiful, bold, wrapped in flavour.
Oh, amazing. So, chubby dumpling.
So I'm Chantel.
And I'm Joe.
This is my dad, and we have chubby dumplings together. We're going to make a Chinese little handheld chicken pie. So we're going to do kind of a sweet, spicy, salty chicken, and then it wrapped in a sort of bao, fluffy dough. So we've got hoisin, yellow bean sauce, dark soy, 'cause it's just a little bit sweeter, and then onions, garlic. Our chili oil is like infused in garlic as well, so just extra garlicky. Yeah.
Okay, so we have met our players, Nigeria versus Hong Kong.
Now it's time for them to roll up their sleeves and get ready to
Spin the dish! What goes into the base?
In the base, we've just got a bit of flour, we've got butter. I've kneaded that together to get a nice sort of rough texture base, and then I'm just going to add a bit of water in it, then we're going to let it rest and rise.
I've been putting in some salt, baking powder, and some yeast in there with the flour, and obviously the water, and mix it all in.
Chantel, you're really giving those onions a good season. Are they going to be super fine?
No, you kind of want them to have like a little bit of bite so that the juice comes out still. So we're just going to fry them off with garlic before chucking the chicken in, and then just break up all the chicken with the sauces and flavour, and then ready to be filled.
What is going on over here?
We're just frying off that chicken so it's got a beautiful, beautiful golden outer layer. We want it to be still succulent, so we're not going to overcook it. We're going to half cook it and finish it off in the pie. Harmony is what we're after. Harmony of flavours and beautiful textures.
We're going to blind bake it.
Okay.
Because what we want to do, we're going to make sure that that bottom is nice and stiff, and we want to make sure that the edges are dough crossed over to make it a bit messy.
Oh, what are you doing over there?
So you're going to make the filling.
Yeah.
So we just want to cook off the chicken,
lovely.
bit of onion and garlic.
Come on.
So I just want it to cook through a little bit, break it all up, and then we'll put in the sauces and flavour.
So this is the filling that's going to go in the pie?
Yeah.
What is the secret to a good pie filling?
I kind of want it to be like a sort of taste explosion. So we're going like sweet, spicy, salty, which is like classic for Chinese food. You want it to hit like
I'm all here for that.
So we're going to put in yellow bean sauce, soy sauce, dark soy sauce. So we're going to leave it to cool. We can't put it in the wrappers until it's cooled down. Because
Why is that?
Because it will make the dough go really soggy, and you don't want it to be.
It's just like a
you want it to
cooking lesson
cook
for
the
me,
dough.
you know? Because I'm like soaking everything up. Because I am one to leave it on the heat for a while, and then it'll be as tough as
Yeah, you
bricks.
definitely don't want it tough. You want it to be like juicy, soft, tender.
So the chicken, is it resting? Is it engaged? Is it married? What's the status?
It's married and complicated with flavours of love.
Does it have to rest before it goes into the pie?
Yeah, absolutely, because if it's too hot, it's going to sink through that bottom, and we want that bottom to be nice and crisp. So while you're chopping the garlic, I'm going to start preparing the plantain. So we're going to blend it off, and we're going to spread it at the bottom of that base to kind of secure the meat and the pie together.
So I'm just going to add 1 tablespoon of chicken stock. That's our salt base. Going to add a bit more garlic because we love garlic. Chase the demons away.
Yeah,
a bit of paprika. What you don't realise about Nigerian food is that we use the same spices across all dishes,
Yeah,
or
it's
most
basically
dishes.
the same base.
So yeah, you want those little sausages, and then you want to make sure there's no air in the dough. So yeah, we've cooled the filling down a bit, just because you don't want it to be hot, because otherwise it will cook the dough, and then we've got to leave them to rest. We don't want to be like half-cooked dough. We're going to steam them and then fry them. Just like a shallow fry, so you get like crunch, fluffy, tasty filling, bit of everything.
Okay, I'm looking forward to this.
Yeah.
How much like filling do you need? Like, do you like that one?
So you want it to be quite full. You want to like get a really good bite of it when you bite into it, but obviously you still need a bit of space to be able to, I think that's,
You can seal it now.
Seal
Like,
that. But how was you doing it? You're doing some fun work there.
Yeah,
So you seal the edges first, and then you do the nice fold to like pleat it all together.
Then they pleat it afterwards.
So then we're going to let them rest because we want the dough to rise a little bit more once they're filled.
If there were 3 ingredients that you could put into any dish that would make it more Nigerian, what would they be?
Yes. Scotch bonnet, absolutely.
I would always have curry powder.
For the 3rd ingredient, you've got to say it at the same time. 3, 2, 1.
Onions.
That's
Sick.
So as father and daughter, like how long have you been cooking together?
Oh, so he had a restaurant for my whole life. He had it for 31 years,
Wow.
which I grew up in. He worked in hospitality and it's not very sociable hours, so I'd be getting back from school, he'd be going to work. So we wouldn't really like hang out, we wouldn't see each other that much. Which is why it's like now really nice to have this like business together and like get to, I like see him way more than I ever did growing up, so it's nice.
So we have the star of the show,
Yes.
the plantain, and this is the separation, right, between the base and the stew.
Exactly. So this is going to be that sweetness that cuts through the spice. So what we're going to do is we're going to spread it on like Joe's doing now, and we're going to throw that bad boy in the oven, let it cook so it sets slightly, and then we're going to pile it on with the stew on top.
And how long is that going in the oven
Only for
now?
5 minutes. We don't want it to overcook, but we do want it to caramelize slightly and make sure it holds to separate the pie.
Alright, time's up. Have they got a name for it yet?
Fly pie.
Fly pie.
Yeah, look at it, fly. It's packed with abundance, which is why it's a Nigerian pie. It embodies everything that we are: sweet, spicy, and revolutionary.
It smells amazing. It smells like. Alright, moving on. Chubby dumpling.
Okay.
Moment of truth.
I know.
Let's
So
go.
we've got our little chicken pies, smaller, not your classic. Ooh. I'm gonna put them on, and then you can have a little bit of chili oil and sriracha with them.
2 very different takes on a chicken pie. Fly pie versus pow. We want to get them in our faces. We want to taste them.
You guys, start off.
It's tasting time.
It's tasting time.
Let's start with Nigerians.
Okay, start with Nigerians.
That's nice.
Oh, delicious. I'm telling you, that should not go, but it does. The chicken is fantastic, and the gravy just marries it all together. Big win.
That was stunning, and it tastes so much better than it looks. All right, moving on.
Okay.
This is the garlic infused chili oil, isn't it? Oh. That's spicy. And it's very, it's sweet but salty.
Salty.
The soy sauce.
It has everything.
And I really like the ratio of filling to dumpling. It's a perfect amount. I would go out on a limb and say that's a pie. I think that's a pie.
That's a pie.
It's a handheld, one-man pie. We need to decide. Let's confab. Yeah? We'll bring it back in.
Okay.
Nigerians, chubby dumpling, 10 out of 10 for effort, well done. I mean, if we start with the fly pie, the fact that you got the layers of flavour in stew that I know takes an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours if you want it to be really sweet. Yeah. You got it in such a short amount of time, and the pastry was so delicious as well, wasn't it?
There was a bit of sweet, bit of spice. There was layers, and there was a bit of chicken in every single bite.
Absolutely.
So well done to you guys.
And chubby dumpling, I mean, the fact that it was handheld and the ratio between the filling and that beautiful, I know we don't call it pastry because it's a dough, but just whatever it is, more.
Thank you so much. You guys did fantastically. And you did it so quickly. It was amazing.
But there can only be one winner on Spin the Dish, and that is... Chubby dumpling.
You know what? Hands down.
It was very close. It was very close.
It was one of the hardest.
I know, the family's a legend, man.
I know. And
They
then
got used to it, they got ancestry on them.
Thanks for joining us for Spin the Dish. Which one do you prefer, fly pie or pow?
For more Spin the Dish, like, comment, and subscribe to Good Foods.